How'd you feel out there?
I felt pretty good. I would say I tried to run.
Just take that off. It's fine. There's nobody behind us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I tried to run somewhat comfortable because I expected that I might need to like make a breakaway or a surge at the end. And I was just kind of like waiting for Renee and Lauren to like catch up to me in that first like mile with less obstacles. And then they never did. Went through the bucket.
They never did.
They never did. Yeah, so I made the spear and then I felt really confident. Yeah. Although the monkey bars with like really sandy hands, what are they called? Z-wall and monkey bars were like kind of slick.
How did you feel about the tire? The men most burpeed out of the tire.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
VJ
The women's
did it,
is
and that was the
fine.
difference maker. VJ was like, I'm not doing it, and he rocked it.
Yeah. The women's, like, it could be like suction cup to the ground, and I would get it up. So it just like the weight difference is like so different for the men and the women. Like I think an equivalent women's tire would be like a 300-pound tire.
I thought the men's is 300 pounds.
The men's is 400. The women's is 200.
Oh yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
300.
So I think I could do the tire one-handed.
Right.
Like it's so much easier than the men's.
Which shoes did you wear today?
I wore my Extremes.
It's what I wore yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, they're perfect.
It's the only race. It's the only choice.
The
for
perfect
this race,
shoe.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
It was.
Nicole, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Guillaume.
Guillot-Boissett. Yes. I love it. It was super cool, super fun. Didn't have really expectation, and but I remember last year it was a very fast race, and this year it was much easier because it was warmer and more fun. I think they changed a little bit, and it was more fun. Now it's just because everybody knows we have been stuck for 1 year. And for me it was a big change because I'm living only with my price money, so I need to change my lifestyle because with no financial support you need to find a way. So I was more focused on the, because we have a healthy center, so to teach people how to be healthy, but in the same time I want to keep my sport career, so I need to find a balance. So with my husband, because he's my coach, we changed the way of training, and so I didn't know how he will be. And since 1 month I was in Costa Rica just to live in the jungle with nothing, so no the perfect condition for training, but it was super. Tomorrow I'm going back to Costa Rica, so tomorrow night I will be in the island with nobody, just me with my knife and my hammock, and that's all.
I didn't get to go to the venue yesterday because I didn't have a car. So everyone else was like out here like practicing the spear throw and stuff, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna stay in this cheap hotel and stay calm and actually like study the map, which I normally don't do very well. So I'm usually talking to everyone.
Where were you in the first half of the race? Where were you like over like Herc and Spear and this part?
Yeah, the first half of the race, I basically went out in like maybe 5th or 6th place, and I just told myself to stay chill, like not to go easy by any stretch. This is a sprint and there's no time to go easy. In the first half of the race I was in maybe 5th or 6th place, just trying to work hard but keep my heart rate manageable and not redline, so that I could finish really strong, hopefully in top 3.
And then how did it go in the second half?
In the second half, there was a good battle between myself and I think Lauren Stroud, someone who's new, who did a really great job. And Alex Walker was there as well. Like 3 of us, I think, got to the spear throw at the same time, and Alex Walker missed hers, and I made mine, and I think Lauren must have made hers, and so she was right ahead of me. And so basically I was trying to run down Lauren Stroud, and at one point I was at the rig and Lauren was right in front of me, and I did this little trick where I like grabbed one ring and then went back to like grab and to skip one. So I was able to skip on the multi-rig, a trick I saw Lindsay Webster do once, and that like pushed me way closer to the person who was in 3rd right ahead of me. And then I just kind of ran her down and was able to finish a little bit stronger than she was for 3rd.
So what does this say about Old Lady Rose?
Old lady, I was talking to Myriam about this. I was like, Myriam and I are both professionals. Like, we're out here training all the time. We're a little bit older, but not that old. Robert Killian and I are the exact same age. No one's calling Robert Killian old. So it's just like, it's kind of funny that like, I had a kid, and like, it takes a while to come back after a kid. I mean, I don't know if we had a kid before birthing, but it's no joke. And then I guess Hunter the other day was like, oh, was Rose even racing? It's like, I never retired. Like, I've been racing and training like crazy since literally throughout my entire pregnancy. I did Tahoe 2 months after having a child. It's like, I've never once in any way, shape, or form said I was retiring. I'm never planning to retire. You will be stuck with me forever because I love racing and I love the community. So yeah,
I think that's more the point, is that you're like one of the only ones left from the old days.
Which is funny because when I first started, I was like a new person, and like the other people were like the OGs or whatever. And now I'm like kind of like feeling a little bit like an OG. Not OG, but like old school,
Right.
like first generation.
By this point, you were definitely old, right?
Old school. Yeah, I don't mean OG. What does OG mean again?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Original gangsta.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm not that cool.
Like you started racing in 13, right?
Yeah, I've been around for a while. Yeah, at this point, yeah. I mean, the sport's only so old, right? So
Right.
in 2013,
Right.
I was new to the 2010 people.
Right.
But now that it's 2021, yeah. I mean, this is my 8th year doing this, and it's so cool to see it evolve and see new people come in, and it's interesting to see, like, sometimes new people will get like hyped up and they have so much potential, and it's true, and anyone can do really well if they really put in a lot of time and effort. But it's not easy. It's not necessarily easy to put it all together and know how to pace yourself and all that. So to anyone who's new, keep plugging away. But it is kind of fun to be like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, these skills I've been working on for 8 years, like, that's a thing. It pays off. Yeah, totally.
I'm Ashley O'Hara, and I'm from Twin Falls, Idaho.
Twin Falls, Idaho.
Yes.
You must know all those other Idaho gals.
I do know a few Idaho gals.
Did they bring you into the obstacle racing world?
Actually, I met them through the obstacle racing world. So I met Leanne Waisney and Ashley Heller. And so
Where's Leanne today?
she is in Arizona today.
Yeah?
She's out adventuring. I wish she was here, but she's out
Tell
adventuring.
everybody what place you came in today.
I came in 4th today.
And is that your best finish ever?
Yes. That is my best finish. This is my 2nd elite race. So
Your second elite race? What was your
Yeah.
first one?
last year here at Jacksonville.
Yeah, how'd you do last year?
I was 8th last year. So.
And so you were like, oh, I'll probably do better than that this year.
I've been working with Ryan Kempson. He's my coach, and just had a year to improve, and it showed today. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
So I'm guessing you ran a
Awesome.
clean race today.
I did. I'm grateful for that. That's for sure. That's the only way.
So basically, I look at the race as basically 2 parts. Like, by the time we get to the spear and then everything back there, where were you place-wise when you came over that big A-frame into the spear?
So I believe I was in 4th or 5th at that time.
So you stayed in the whole time?
Yeah, so stayed, I was behind Rose at that time, and I kind of stayed there, and we were back and forth at the sled, and then it was at the multi-rig. She got ahead of me, and she's so fast. She's incredible.
So on the obstacle, she got ahead of you?
Yes, that's where I need to improve. So experience helps, that's for sure.
What is Kempson going to tell you, do you think?
Just keep going. Lots of experience, keep working. So
How did you find him as a coach?
actually through Instagram, I've watched him through, I guess, through his races, and I liked how he develops his clients, and so that's how I got working with him. So yeah, he's a great coach. He's great to talk to. He's always telling me how to improve, so it's great.
I was 3rd, and then literally it swiped the side of it, and I just ran the penalty loop. And then I ended up 6th, and then I passed 2 girls there.
So you were guaranteed podium if you...
Yeah,
You could have caught Nicole though.
No. Nicole, like, I would see her, but she was out there. I wasn't gonna catch her or Myriam, but I definitely think I could have. I passed Rose at and the new girl Ashley at the vertical cargo net, and when it became obstacles, like, that's my jam. And so I was like, okay, I can get them there. And if I hit my spear, I would have been able to, like, put a gap, but I didn't, and so I had to, like, run people down. But it's okay. I'm super happy with 5th, so. Bye, Rose.
Natalie, what place today?
7th place.
Yeah?
7th.
So you did worse than I predicted, but that's okay.
Yeah, I really appreciate that really awesome prediction.
I had you and Mark because I just love you both so much.
Oh, we love you too,
I'm not
Matt.
supposed to have favorites, but anyway,
Yeah.
talk to me about the race.
Cool. It was great. There was a lot of mud at the beginning, and I haven't trained on that. I mean, I'm just coming back from injury, so like a long injury. Like, I almost an entire year. So I got injured right after Jacksonville last year, and then spent the whole entire 2020 injured and started running back in November. So I've had like a good block of training, but it was just like building up. And I got in that mud and I was super worried about it, but I just like stayed controlled, but I got super fatigued. So I was kind of like, just stay in it, Natalie, just stay in it. And then like around, you have to be honest, like around we come out of the mud and then we hit the inverted wall. And I was with like Renee and Lauren, and I'm like, dude, this is good. This is not bad. This is good. So I had like a good boost there and got through some obstacles, got my spear. And I think I was in like top 5 going into the, what is that, the pool thing? What is that? What do we do? Play drag! I haven't been doing this for 6 years. Yeah, so after that I just kind of died. So, you know, the fitness, like 3 solid months of running is not like a huge base. And I know this race was only 3 miles, but that mud just really fatigued me. So when I wanted to turn it on, I just had nothing left. But so, you know, like contrary to last year, where like I got on this motocross and I was like I was on roids, I was out there. But I really wish I had that fitness, but I'm happy with 7th by a lot. Like, that's good.
Stroud.
And where are you from?
Lake Jackson, Texas.
So everyone was picking you to do super well, Lauren Stroud.
Yeah.
What's your background?
I am a runner, so I just started training for this type of stuff back in July. So I have a running background, and I was a gymnast back in the day, or not. I mean, not. I just did it. No, just in like middle school. So I have a little bit of background on some of the obstacles and stuff.
And where did you go to college?
SFA. I ran track and cross country at Stephen F. Austin.
Okay. And how did today's race go?
It went okay. I had to do 30 burpees after the Hurt hoist. I dropped the bag.
Oh no!
I know. I just didn't know the rules, so I'm still working on the learning curve. And then I missed the spear, but other than that, everything else went well.
Do you know what place you were in?
Maybe top 15. I think I was top 15.
Yeah, was that your hope going into today?
Honestly, I just wanted to see how it would go. I just wanted to see how I stacked up.
Will you be chasing any more in the series?
We'll see. I'm planning to do some local Texas Spartans just to get some more experience, and I'll see how those go. There definitely wasn't enough running for me today. I needed a lot more running.
To open up?
Yeah, I felt great. I felt pretty strong on some of the runs, like especially the back half where it was a little drier. But yeah.
I have no earthly idea because I did a lot of burpees.
I'm gonna ask somebody and I'll find out.
I was doing okay. I had moved up and I was catching Nicole on the run because I had to start further back because I had never done this before. And so I was moving up on the run and doing really well, and then I fell like 4 times. I know I've run cross country, but it's been a while, and that you can't see the ground in the water, and it definitely threw me off a little. I think I also was nervous. Really nervous, which is, I'm almost 40 and been doing this a long time, so you'd think I wouldn't be nervous anymore. But then I started moving back up. Bucket carry, I think I was in like 3rd or 4th when I started it, but then I was like 6th or 7th when I came out of it because I wasn't holding it right, and I watched everybody, and that helped. I flipped it and held it better. And then we went through the water, I actually did good there, and I was doing a good job on the walls and moving back up. The Hurt hoist was good. That was good. The tire, nailed it, all of that. But I fell on the seawall, which I feel a little embarrassed right now, but I think it just shows you, like, when you're in competitive and rushing, and I was behind and trying to catch back up, I just rushed it a little too much and I fell. So there's my first set of burpees. And
Did you make the spear?
No, oh wait, but you don't do burpees, you run.
Trail.
I missed the spear. I have not practiced it that much, so I kind of thought I only had a 50-50 chance anyways. So I did the penalty loop, so that's what put me behind to begin with, really behind, because the people in front of me all made the spear, and pretty much. And then I did the penalty loop, and then I missed the Z-wall, and then I started this part over here where the other obstacles is really good running. So then I started to catch back up and just open up. I love that. I love those sharp, steep hills and the flying down. It's like, that was like heaven for me. So I started catching back up and flying by people, and then I fell off the monkey bars. I got the tip from Nicole later, like, because I was crawling really fast. I passed 3 or 4 people just up the crawl, but I was using my hands and they were covered in sand, and I've not done it, so I just rushed right into the monkey bars. And as soon as I grabbed it and started swinging, I was like, uh-oh, and I fell off with the sand. So I think next time what did Alex tell me? Use my hair? Like, use your hands in your hair to get the sand off your hands and stuff like that. So I'm getting these little baby tips that, or not baby, they're big, that make a big difference. And then I burpeed like a champ though. I literally think I did them in like 30 seconds. I was like falling on the ground. I mean, I have no idea, but my arms are sore from the burpees. And then this was all fun. I loved this finish, and I learned a lot. I feel like I need to go again.
You can.
Really?
I mean, technically you're not supposed to, but just go. You know what I mean?
Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have some practice to do.
I would recommend practicing on obstacles day. Like, yeah, you can just walk out there and start practicing.
Yeah,
like, no one's gonna say anything to you.
I don't want to get in trouble. I'm a rule follower, but I do think I need some practice, and I do need a lot of practice.
If you ask anyone in a blue shirt, hey, I ran pro today, I'd like to do another. They'll do a shakeout. Yeah. I'd like to do a shakeout. I'd like to run some of the more obstacles I want to learn.
It was pretty fun though. I'll say that. That was really fun, and
obstacle racing is fun.
It's fun. I don't know. I didn't feel like a race to me still. Like, I just feel like I was a kid in a playground. But I'll get there.
Is today an easy day or a hard day for you?
I felt pretty comfortable, I would say.
You weren't breathing that heavy?
I was strategically not breathing that heavy. Honestly, I've had some asthma problems lately, and I was worried about that going into this race, and so there was like a certain level that I didn't want to go beyond, just because I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. I thought the weather here would be better for my asthma, as opposed to like the cold Colorado weather that I've been running in, but I just wanted to be kind of cautious. So I feel like I ran in like a good zone.
On a race like today, I know you can't affect who's not here, but with Lindsay not here, do you think, all right, like, this is my race to lose, like, I gotta put it down today?
You know, a lot of people thought that I would just come out here and like blow it out of the water, and then I appreciate their confidence, but I'm just like, I'm never counting anyone out. And so, especially with people like Renee and Lauren coming in, I know it's one of their first Spartan races. I know they don't have a lot of time on obstacles, but it's a sprint, it's a really short course, you never know what can happen. And so I would say I was optimistic, but I definitely wasn't like, oh yeah, like this is just like totally my race.
What about once you make the spear throw, does that give you like, okay, that thing's over, that's probably the only failable thing for me?
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of that in my head. I felt like that was, I don't know. Yeah, I felt confident when I made my spear, but again, like I went up to the Z-wall and my hands were covered in sand, and when I was traversing it, I was like, oh, it's like a little more slippy when you have your hands covered in sand. And then same for the monkey bars too. I had to adjust my strategy there. I planned to just kind of swing through it, but because of the slippy sand, I had to go like sideways. So yeah.
How's the team coming together?
It's coming along. Yeah, it's going really well. I've got over 300 applicants, which is awesome. It's going to be a lot to work through, but yeah, the response has been amazing, and I'm super excited about it.
Did we decide on Dream Team, Elite Team, Ambassador Team? What did we decide to go with?
So Dream Team is the name of the Elite Team,
okay,
and kind of like the overall program. Elevate Women's OCR is the name of the Community International Team, okay, that I've kind of like teased it a little bit, but I haven't like fully announced it. Okay. So yeah.
There's no other teams?
Not any.
Somebody
like
told me
cleared...
there was like 6, and I was like, no, there's only 2.
There'll definitely be like some different groups involved. Yeah, because there's a lot of people that are interested that have never done an OCR before. There's some people who are, you know, have been in it for like 5 or 6 years, and so I think like they need different attention for sure. So they'll be slightly different groups.
You know, it's like your kids, you know? Oh, you don't have kids. When you have kids, they all need different attention.
They're differently abled?
Yes, they're differently